Very good evening and welcome to Suncorp Stadium. State of Origin 3 tonight, the series deciding clash. But before that, before we get to that 8:10 kickoff tonight, we've got an exciting game for you. It's the under-16s interstate clash, Queensland v New South Wales. Peter Basoldis, Adrian Vowles and Amy Lindsell with you tonight for what should be a sensational game of rugby league. These games, the under-16s, have always been hard-fought encounters, and tonight should prove to be no different. If what we saw in the various interstate finals for the under-16s, both state and the national competition earlier on in the year, then we're in for a terrific exhibition of what is the future of rugby league. It's going to be a great clash. You'll hear some familiar last names, particularly in the New South Wales team. We'll get to that one a little bit later on. But for now, it's time to welcome in a co-commentator for this evening's game, Adrian Vowles. Vowlesy, I don't know about you, but I really get excited about the under-16s game. It always is a terrific contest.
Yeah, there's plenty of skill on show, that's for sure. Plenty of passion as well, which is what you want from two interstate sides. And as you alluded to before, they're normally pretty close games. Last year, I think New South Wales won 12-10, and I know Queensland are looking for revenge, but I'm looking forward to a great game.
Yeah, it should be a terrific game, and good to see as well that there's quite a few people streaming into the stadium too. The gates opened up about 10 minutes ago. There's about 3,000 or 4,000 here at the moment. Not everyone in their seats, but at least they're mingling around in the terraces, and they're all able to watch what's going to be a very good game of rugby league.
Yeah, well, I guess we've got to say a big hello to all the parents and families and friends that are watching from all around Queensland, New South Wales, and who knows where, because it's great. You'll be able to look and see your sons, relatives, whatever, playing the game. And the beauty of technology is this way, it just allows everyone to watch the game even though they're not at this venue.
Back in the dark ages, Vowlesy, when you were playing junior reps around the place, there certainly was no live streams. It was a case of if your family couldn't get to a game, I suppose they were waiting for a phone call afterwards to see how you went.
Yeah, I was only thinking about that the other day. I never made any Queensland sides as a kid, but I remember going away for rep carnivals, and your parents couldn't come because it cost a lot of money. And yeah, you'd get back to your billet's place of a night time and ring them and tell them how you went on the day, and they were waiting for that phone call. But today it just makes it so much more accessible, and you can just follow everything.
Well, let's hear from the coaches for the game tonight. Great of Kurt Richards from Queensland and also Brad Fittler from New South Wales to give up some of their time for the game tonight. First up, earlier this afternoon at the stadium, Amy Lindsell, our sideline eye for this evening's game, caught up with the coach of the Queensland under-16s team, Kurt Richards.
Well, it's his fourth year in the role as the under-16s head coach. I'm here with Kurt Richards. Kurt, tell us what's different about this side this year.
Well, I think largely this year is just more the fact that a lot of the players are South East Queensland based, and they played a state carnival this year, and a lot of the players come out of those two sides. And there are some country boys and northern boys in the side, but they found their way down to Brisbane or the Gold Coast for school purposes. And
some real talent. Tell us who we should keep a lookout for today.
Yeah, obviously every year there's some good talent in the team, and probably our captain Will Evans will provide a bit of strike out wide, and our fullback Tessie Newey I think are players to look out for.
And you've had a former Bronco, Jarrell Yao-Yi, in there too. What's he been doing in and around the group this week?
Oh, he's great to have around camp. Jarrell brings a lot of energy, and obviously he's played on the big stage, so his messages for the players are outstanding.
And I guess great to be back here at Suncorp, the Cauldron, for this game against Freddie Fittler's Blues.
Yeah, it is. The last 2 years we've had to travel down to Sydney, and it's obviously pretty tough getting the results down there, but we won one and lost one last year, and they've always been pretty close encounters, so I'm looking forward to tonight.
Well, best of luck out there. Back to you guys.
Good on you, Amy. Thank you very much for that. Amy Lindsell there with Kurt Richards. This is how the Queensland team lines up. New at fullback, Khan Pereira on one wing with Ryan Garner on the other. Evans and Coulston are the centres. James and Did and the halves. Bagan and Holo, the front rowers, with Simpkin, the hooker. Morgan, Powell and Grove, the back row. And the bench, Brooks, Kingy, Archonga, Marker and Biondi Odo, the coaches. As we've just seen, is Kurt Richards. There's fans of the Intrust Super Cup will certainly be familiar with the Biondi Odo last name.
Yeah, certainly, and hopefully have a bit of speed as well. And yeah, good player in the Intrust Super Cup, that's for certain.
Yeah, that's it. Younger brother, I do understand. From New South Wales point of view, Brad Fittler is their coach, the coach of the New South Wales under-16s. He also caught up with Amy Lindsell.
Well, I'm here with Brad Fittler, the under-16s New South Wales coach. Brad, how's the camp been so far for the boys?
Been excellent. I think this is the prime age group for young men. They listen really well and their life's not too complicated, so thoroughly enjoyable.
There's a couple of big names in the mix there, a Hopewade, a Trebojevic. Tell us a bit about those guys.
Yeah, a few of the Manly juniors. You've got John Hopowate's son who's, well, just before he came into camp, he made the Australian schoolboys team in rugby union, so he's just been an athletic freak growing up, and he's a wonderful kid, so he'll do very well. And you've got Ben Trebojevic, one of the Trebojeviches, and yeah, he's been outstanding his whole life as well. Really big kid, and both, the good thing is both really humble, nice young men, so I hope they do well.
I hear he has the height of Tom, but the build of Jake, so he's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, he's a nice little blend there. So Tom's the big tall one who's at the back, and he's like in the middle. He plays in the back row centre, so yeah, and he tackles really well. Nice little. It's a nice genetic pool they got going there between his mum Melissa and John, my God.
And a great experience, I guess, for these young guys to come out and play at a stadium like Suncorp, but also a tough one.
You forget, most of them haven't been here, and they all come out and they're just staring. We brought them out yesterday and they're just staring and smiling, and they go, wow, how good the field looks, and all these questions, and it'll be good. To watch kids go through that, it's awesome. And so much fun being with them.
Well, best of luck out there. Looking forward to seeing what your side has to offer.
Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you.
Amy Lindsell there with the coach of the New South Wales team, Brad Fittler, as the team's making their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. We'll go through the New South Wales lineup as we're about to get to kick-off. There is a late change. Tyler Field will start at fullback. The wingers are Jenkins and Feagai. The centres are Best and Shop. The halves, DeMayo and Weeks. The front row of Hughes and Philomoa Tau. The hooker is Edwards. The back row, Trebojevic, Schuster and Purcell, as we are underway for the under-16s Origin match. We'll head back down to Amy in just a moment, get an update and a feel for what the conditions are doing. But it's New South Wales with some strong defence early, in particular there from Samuel Hughes from the Parramatta organisation, Parramatta Club. Good raps on him.
Yeah, big quiet fella, Freddie Fittler said, just doesn't say too much, lets his actions speak louder than his words, and I think he's really impressed with his forward pack tonight, Freddie, and expects them to play a massive part in paving the way for what he hopes will be a victory for New South Wales.
It's the second hit up there for Bagan, the number 8 for Queensland. Kick downfield now from James. Nice kick too, looking for the in-goal area. And that's a nice bit of work there too from Jenkins, who almost got away. In fact, it was Best, the centre, who was back there. Now it's Jenkins with the first hit up. The player that kicked the ball, Josh James, from a very famous club in Brisbane, West Mitchelton. Produced many a good player, including Paul Vaughton. Michael Hagan came out of West Mitchie. Sean Berrigan, pretty sure as well, is another one.
Lives on the Gold Coast. Both the Berrigan brothers.
First hit up of the afternoon, or the evening, I should say, for Jaron Purcell, one of the Newcastle players in this New South Wales team. Kick from inside the 40. Good angle on it. Ooh, that's risky play there from Khan Pereira.
Good kick and good chase from New South Wales. They've certainly shown they're ready. They've come here to play tonight. Again, good defence.
New there with a run, the Queensland fullback. Let's head back down to the sideline and once again check in with Amy Lindsell. Amy, what are the conditions like as we head down to you? Look to get to Amy in just a moment. Holo with a run. Good field position here for Queensland. Kick once again from James. It's a high one. There's plenty of pressure at the back. That's well taken at the back, but good defensive pressure from Queensland.
Beautifully weighted kick. came down just over this side of the try line, and they forced him back into his own goal with a dropout and more pressure for New South Wales here early in this game.
Been very impressed early on with a couple of kicks we've seen from Josh James, the 5'8" for Queensland.
Stay outside here.
Here's the dropout. Angling towards the sideline.
Stand now. Back here.
Garner will play it.
Hold. Go. 1.
Strong run there from Morgan, one of the many Burleigh Bears players in this team.
2.
Young 9 for Toowoomba. Jade Simpkin from South and Toowoomba looks a lot like Parcell from used to play for Ipswich.
He does, doesn't he? Here's the halfback did, and now they go to James. It's New, the fullback, well read. Good defence there from Feagai. That was a strong tackle from the New South Wales winger. Here is Simpkin. Yeah, it does look like Matt Parcell, doesn't he? Gives it there to the 12 in Powell. Simpkin, long pass, Dearden, kicks. Oh, that's well handled. In the end, doing very well is Weeks from New South Wales, able to have great awareness to get onto the ball there. What about Ben Trebojevic with the hit up there? Height, plenty of size about him.
Yeah, if he's anything like his brother, he's going to be a good player for certain. I love watching both his brothers play footy for Manly, and I know they've got big raps on him.
Shifting it here, New South Wales. It's with Schuster. Now, the centre again, Bradman Best.
Give him room. Go. Nothing late. It's okay.
Good kick pressure there from the Maroons. The kick ends up coming down from DeMayo. Taken there by Schuster. And it will be a changeover.
Great kick pressure there from Queensland. Really put him under pressure and forced the kick to only go about 10 metres. And good defence in the end. The 7 for Queensland, Tom Dearden, is actually a nephew of another Queensland Cup player, Donnie Saunders, from back in the Toowoomba days when they won the Intrust Super Cup.
So you played with him in that grand final?
No, I wasn't playing. I was over in UK then, but
okay.
I train with him these days, Donnie Saunders.
That wasn't the 2000 season, was it?
It was
or 2001.
97,
Anyway,
wasn't it?
okay, even going back that early. Had some good years there, the Clydesdales. Here's Queensland looking to shift.
Ball.
There's a good ball there to Colston, Ezra Colston, with good defence on him. Now Grove, dummies, Trebojevic wraps him up. Nice offload though. Simpkin shrugs away from a defender. Now Colston, New, going for the line, going for the corner. Great defence, Trebojevic. In the main, it was Trebojevic. He had plenty of help, but he used his strength to stop New there close to the line.
It was Shop who was also helped stop that tackle there, but just good defence from New South Wales. But now they've had plenty of pressure on this last couple of minutes, and so far they've stood the test.
Simpkin, now Colston. Short ball there, and it goes to Bagan.
Queensland have got to have numbers on their right-hand side. There's so many New South Wales.
But they go short side, and heading for the line and scoring the first try of the afternoon is Will Evans. Evans has scored. The number 3 for Queensland, Will Evans. Well, everyone thought they were going right. I was looking out to the right, they had a big back line, then all of a sudden, chiming in and creating an extra man was the centre, and he scored himself.
Yeah, well, both. I think all us two and the New South Wales thought they were going to the right-hand side. It was a good play from Queensland. Inside ball, as we see from this replay. I thought they've got to go right. They've got to go right. Numbers, but no. 2-card trick. Great line from Evans. And first points to Queensland.
Obviously a set play because he came across. Colston's the centre on that side of the field, and Evans has come across and did very well.
Jordan, you speak now. You go.
Well, let's try to head back down to Amy Lindsell on the sideline. Amy?
It's more on the run, so just, and especially kick chase as well, so we'll just stay on what we can. Yeah.
All right, well, attempting to take this conversion is Ezra Colston.
That was 7 New South Wales then when I got to him.
The centre for Queensland. from the East Carina club. A club where former New South Wales centre / winger Mick De Vere does a lot of work as far as junior development is concerned. Good strong club in Brisbane. Colston, he's a left footer, moves in, he struck it well. Has he got the distance? I'll tell you what, he has. That's a sensational conversion. 6 points to 0. Queensland leading New South Wales. Kurt Richards vows he'll be very happy with the start.
Yeah, well, Will Evans, the captain, nice try from him, and he just been informed that he got player of the carnival at the state championships this year, so he certainly can play, and obviously he's captain of the side. That means he's a real leader of this side, and he certainly stood up and shown why he's got that C beside his name already.
So Brad Fittler wouldn't be too disappointed with the start that his team has had either. Just no field position and sustained possession at the moment.
Yeah, well, their defence has been great. Obviously, Queensland have scored, but they had a lot of pressure on before that try as well.
Remembering 30-minute halves in this under-16s game, so 21 minutes left until half-time. Simpkin finds Morgan, one of the many Burleigh Bears players in this Queensland team. Now Dearden, James, New, looking good here, Queensland. Colston, though, puts it down. That's what New South Wales were looking for, a mistake. Queensland were looking sharp. First error of the night.
Well, if he catches that, Queensland had a 2-on-1 advantage as well. Would have made a break down that sideline. Just need to hold on. With Bradman Best got up in his face and put him under pressure to force the error.
Hughes gets up and plays it. Now it's with the lock forward there in Purcell.
Tackle 4. Go.
DeMayo gives it to Trebojevic. 22 metres away on the last here, New South Wales. Edwards. DeMayo kicks. High, News underneath it for Queensland. Oh, it was nearly taken, but knocked on by Schuster. Josh Schuster had a shot at the ball and has knocked it on. It'll be a changeover, but that was a near thing. He out enthused the Queensland fullback there and almost pulled off a try for his team.
He nearly stole it, didn't he? And I thought even looking at first glance, it could nearly have gone backwards after it came off him, but Queensland got the call there, and now they're forcing the ball out of their own half.
Off the ball now, 10. Here's 10, hold it, hold. Go, 2.
Grove.
Used to coach Grove's older brother, Zeke Grove, very tough customer, so if his brother's half as tough as him, I think it'll be all right.
That's good defence on the sideline by Feagai. Look, Queensland looking dangerous again through Pereira and Colston.
Well, they've been great on this side, haven't they? Feagai and Best. They've really got up in Queensland's face. Forced 2 errors now, both times they've come down this side. So Queensland will be a little bit disappointed giving away cheap ball like that.
And not afraid to target the edge where Ben Trebojevic is defending either. He's got his work cut out on that right edge of the defence for New South Wales, does the younger brother of Jake and Tom Trebojevic. Solid one there from Schuster from Manly, but good defence as well too from Queensland. One of the things we said right at the start of the game is that sometimes if you haven't seen a lot of these under-16 games, you think, oh, well, these will be games that touch footy, plenty of points, but it's far from it. A lot of skill showing from both teams, both in attack and defence. Very well drilled sides as Fields takes a run. DeMayo. Now it's with Best. Best goes straight through, but they've got him for an obstruction.
Yeah, good call from the referee. Definitely obstructed there. I'd like to see New South Wales straighten their play up a bit more. I think they'll cause more damage out wide if they straighten their play up on this right-hand edge. They're sort of crabbing across, but I think if they play straighter, they'll cause a lot more damage to this Queensland left-hand defence.
So penalty for Queensland. You think New South Wales just, though, warming to the task. They're close to scoring 5 minutes ago when Schuster almost took that bomb and then had the obstruction there when the very well-named Bradman Best
I reckon with a name like that, you got to make it. I reckon
Yeah.
you'll make it in the NRL with a name like that.
Might score 99.94 tries.
Let go, 7!
Don's test average. Another penalty.
Tackle is complete.
Queensland now with back-to-back penalties.
Mark's here.
Well, with a name like that, you're allowed to bat above average, aren't you, Salty?
Here's 10. Wait for the foot. Go.
Colston. Strong run. Good defence, though. Purcell, Trebojevic in there.
Hold. Go. 1.
Simpkin looking sharp, the number 9. Finds Powell.
Good defence.
7. Hold here. Hold. Hold. Go. 2.
James inside there to the big number 8 in Bagan. Bagan heading for the line. He's got the arm free.
Let go now.
Good defence, though, forcing him back at the last moment. Simpkin, short ball. The hit, the spin. They get over the line, but held up. Held up is Nelson Grove.
Time's off. Tackle 4. Wait. Wait. Marker, push up. Marker, push up. When you're ready. 4.
Now, Dearden, stepping, jinking, now using his strength. He's only a metre away from the line.
Give him room now. Give him.
Last tackle here for Queensland. Simpkin, long pass, kick from James into the goal area, beautifully weighted. Work here for New South Wales. They're not going to be able to get out. Another repeat set coming for Queensland.
That's a great set from Queensland. Really put lots of pressure and asked lots of questions to New South Wales defence. And a nice little kick on the end to get another set of 6. And again, apply more pressure on the New South Wales defence.
So a dropout here for New South Wales. 15 minutes left in the half.
It's just burning the energy, isn't it? Yes. It's really taking the energy out of the New South Wales attack with all this defence. Good shot.
Holo, good run, but equally very good defence. Brad Fittler's gone to his bench. The 15 is out there, and David Hollis from Parramatta. Been involved in the last 2 tackles.
Quite a tough customer from all reports.
Bagan.
He's got some good footwork, hasn't he? Just gets him halfway through the gap. A little bit of a jink at the line.
Now, Simpkin. They go to Colston. He's come over from the left. He's over on the right. Both centres together. This is a
I love
throwback.
it. I love
How
it.
good is it? Now it's with the other centre who throws it out. Evans now. It ends up in the hands of the 5'8 James. He kicks. Coming out after it is the big number 12 in Powell for Queensland. It's been cleaned up to the back there by Feagai. And it'll be another dropout.
I'm loving what Queensland's doing here. They are asking questions everywhere. And 2 centres on one side of the park.
Yeah.
Love
How
it.
good is that?
Love it.
Hey.
And then they did have numbers on their left-hand side, but a nice little kick at the end sees another dropout to New South Wales.
Time you run.
Meninga to Miles.
Time it.
Hey, those were the days.
3 forward hit-ups for a backline move.
That was an ugly dropout, but it was effective. It's been cleaned up there by Garner.
Go. 1.
Garner's a number of the Burleigh Bears players in this Queensland side tonight.
5 in the starting
5
lineup.
in the starting, yeah.
Dearden showing he likes to run the football and threatening to get through again.
Back here, 8. Back here. Good. 3.
Simpkin, he might be tempted to go his own, gives it to Evans. He was the first try scorer tonight, Evans. He's going to get very close to the line again. He's brought down a metre out. Good tackle field.
Go. 4.
There's numbers out on the left.
James, New. He can draw the man past Colston. Good tackle. That's what you want to see. Max Feagai coming up and shutting down that movement. Kick here from James. It's a high one. Drop backwards and a 3rd dropout in a row. Good pressure from Queensland.
Another good set from Queensland. Again, asking questions on both sides. But a great shot from Feagai stopped I would say, a certain Queensland try or getting the ball away on the left-hand edge.
I think we've sorted out some of those gremlins. Amy, you with us down on the sideline?
Yes, I am, and thankfully we've sorted out the issues with the mic tonight. And Queensland, gosh, they're looking so comfortable here at Suncorp Stadium, and the surface, it's perfect tonight. It's a bit chilly, it says 19 degrees, but I feel it's a few degrees less than that. But a couple of days of sun have seen the surface dry out quite nicely, and it's been 10 days since we've seen an event here, since the Pacquiao fight, so perfect conditions.
It certainly is, and a very good game we've got in prospect. It's been a great half so far. There was a good run from Bagan. Now it's with Dearden, short ball, Powell, and he's brought down the West Mitchelton player. Dearden, long pass, James, dummies, New coming into the line. Just held it up, but it was well read by the New South Wales defence. Good tackle from Hughes. Now the kick from James. Oh, that is fantastic. Plucked that out magnificently. Tyler Field to cut that one out. Otherwise, it was a try in the corner to Queensland.
I was just about to say, Soldy, Queensland needed to come up with something there, a try after all that attack. If I was New South Wales defence, I'd be absolutely stoked that they've held him out for 3 sets of tackles there. And that'll give them great confidence coming out now.
Just over 11 minutes left in the half, and New South Wales relishing having some football at the moment.
And how many times have you seen that, Soldy? A team getting all that pressure and go down the other end of the field and score a try.
Blake Dowell on the field, right in the centre of Suncorp Stadium. The kick here, chip from Schuster. James takes it though for Queensland.
The coach always said to me, chip for someone else. I think if it had chipped for someone else, it might have been. I don't think that was the right play. I think they needed to get the ball down the other end of the field because they've just had so much pressure on their line. And Queensland now start this set of 6 in good field position.
What's the famous line about chipping and chasing from, was it Terry Fernley? They went and saw the homeless bloke in Woolloomooloo. Here's New. How did he get here? He chipped and chased. Find your own way home. James. Now, Morgan brought down. Good defence on Morgan from Schuster. Evans, James, Dearden, kicks. Chasers coming out after it. Can't prove. That's a great take at the backs. He's been New South Wales' best so far tonight. Max Feagai, the winger. Strong defensively, and that was a great take of the high ball.
Yeah, if he's not stopping tries defensively, he's taking high kicks and getting him out of trouble and gets his side a penalty. A much-needed penalty for New South Wales. Yeah, he's been outstanding for the Blues tonight.
So a very good young outside back out of the Dragons with Zach Lomax in the under-18s game 3 weeks ago. And this player here in Max Feagai could be following a similar path. He's from Illawarra.
Is Lomax any relation to Johnny Lomax?
No, it looks totally different to him as well.
Nice shot.
Yeah, good shot up there on the 14 in field. Really good arm wrestle developing here. Hollis. To move it here, New South Wales to Mayo. Gives it to Trebojevic. It's put out the back, and now they're moving backwards, New South Wales. Was it touched? We'll find out in just a moment. It's with Weeks. KO Weeks. Yes, back to 0. Certainly was touched from Queensland. Dowell. New South Wales with a bit of football at the moment. We've got 8.5 minutes left in the first half here at Suncorp Stadium. Inside ball, and a terrific ball it was as well too from DeMayo. And that's a very strong run, but good defence. Hopewadi's out there. Here's Trebojevic. And a penalty. He saw the man offside in Khan Pereira. Jumped early from marker.
Now it's Queensland's turn to defend their line solely, and let's see what they've got defensively. This is probably New South Wales' first attacking raid.
Good ball, wasn't it, from DeMayo to find Hopewadi.
Yeah, he's looked good, DeMayo, and another great name in Hopewadi. His dad, John, played many years at the Sea Eagles.
Only 2 metres away from the line now, New South Wales. We'll get up and play it. Dow. Strong tackle on Dow from the 16 for Queensland, who's out there. Archong. Now DeMayo. Weeks. Out they go. Schuster, Field finds the winger who'll score. Cooper Jenkins is in. The young bloke from the Hunter from Newcastle scores a try. Terrific work. He didn't have to do a lot, Josh Schuster, but he did it very well. Found his winger, Cooper Jenkins, who scores the Blues' first try of the night.
Yeah, just nice hands, wasn't it? From Queensland had the numbers. They just slid a little bit too much. Someone had to come in and shut that down. But good hands to New South Wales and a good try from Cooper Jenkins. That's a great reply considering how much defence New South Wales have done down the other end of the park. It
gave Schuster Rattler his ball. Tyler Field needs one as well because he was very good. That was a good movement as we go down sideline to Amy Lindsell. Amy, New South Wales needed that one.
They sure did. And just on Josh Schuster, I'm told that he has the most potential out of this team to make the NRL one day. That was Jamie Feeney that said that to me just yesterday. And it was interesting actually during the Harold Matts Grand Final. Josh copped a head knock and had to be taken off due to concussion, and the game really changed then, you know, and Manly missed out on that grand final win. So I don't know whether that was a coincidence or not, but he's certainly a star to keep an eye out on for the future.
He's not afraid to back himself, is he? Amy and Bowsy, he's pretty good at, you know, we saw that chipper chase there before, but defensively he's come up with some very good reads so far tonight as well. It's been very good. There's the King in the background. Wally Lewis was just there. Had to go through his makeup for his TV appearance. Kick from the sideline, not a bad one, but waved away.
That's the problem with being bald, Soldier. You've got to use a lot more makeup because you've got to put it on the head as well. On
that shine,
top.
Especially with all these lights around.
Yeah, you're liable to get someone's eye.
Those people that haven't seen Dowsey and I for a long time, we go to the same barber shop as Wally Lewis. And just on that, I note with Will Evans, he's been a standout here tonight as well too, but I think, and I know he'll have family and friends listening, Bowsy, but I think he'll be joining our club. He's showing signs at this early age of being on the march already.
Yes, yeah. I was going to actually say that before, but I didn't know whether to, but yes, I think, I noticed that the other day. I thought, yes, won't be long you'll be shaving your head, young fella.
And don't be offended, Will, when you watch the replay, because I was in the exact same boat. There he is there at first marker, so you can see it for yourself. Strong run here from Darren Purcell. Another player that's been very good for New South Wales so far tonight is Schuster. Nice offload from him. Field, even better ball, but can't be handled there from Jenkins, the try scorer. It's been put down. Terrific piece of skill, though, from Josh Schuster first up, and then Tyler Field.
Yeah, Schuster, I'm loving what he's bringing to this New South Wales side. He's putting all his skill on show. He's tough, he's durable, he's great. Look at that for a nice offload out the back. This one was just a little bit too big, but I like the fact that they're using the footy.
4 minutes left, first half, 6-4. Queensland leading New South Wales. Peter Basoldis, Adrian Bowes with you, with Amy Lindsell on the sideline as Queensland win the scrum. And a penalty from the scrum. Offside, differential penalty. Don't you love it when you see the differential penalty being awarded?
Oh, wave of the arm.
The late Grasshopper was probably the best of that. He really had the pronounced movement of the arm. Good field position, though, for Queensland. After New South Wales have had their fair share of possession in the last 7 or 8 minutes, Queensland dominated early. If you're just tuning in, probably should have more points to show for that dominance. As Archong, 21 metres away.
They just need to push up a bit more with each here, Queensland. They're making little inroads, but just no support.
Colston, new, good hands. Khan Pereira setting sail for the sideline. And did he get the ball down? I think he has. He has. No flag from the touch judge. This will be a try for Queensland in the corner. Khan Pereira off a magnificent backline move, which saw New come in from the fullback position, created the extra man, and a very good finish from Pereira.
Well, I thought he was covered, and then all of a sudden he's just hit the turbo button. You watch him here in this replay, it looks like he's covered, but he just hits the speed button and just takes off. Ooh. Good effort either way.
Yeah.
Hard to tell, but he certainly got some wheels, and he showed that just then.
The late Jack Gibson said he can coach against anything except speed, and he showed it there. How quick, even on a slow motion replay there, how quick did he look going from 0 to 100?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, he's quicker than my car.
Let's go sideline, Amy Lindsell.
Well, guys, the Queensland side, they've got plenty of talent in there. The Queensland Academy of Sport have actually taken on 13 of their players. Now, Wayne Bennett and Rob Moore were actually pivotal in building a great relationship with the QAS so that they could have their players over there training in world-class facilities and, you know, getting great tips on nutrition and things like that so they can be at their best when they're playing in big matches like this.
Yeah, that's an important relationship Queensland does have with the QAS from the 16s right through to the emerging Origin players. Ezra Coulston, successful from the sideline earlier. He might have nailed this one as well as he got the distance. He does. Just a little 8-iron there, would you call it, Vowsy? And it was spot on.
It was easy.
Yeah.
Easy is what it was.
Just a few steps, casual as you like. Queensland out to a 12-4 leads.
This is a good game of footy now. If I'm Brad Fittler, I'm saying to his New South Wales side, we need to get down the other end and play some footy down there. We've been down there once, scored a try. Let's get down there again.
And have threatened on a couple of other occasions. The kickoff coming. Oh, this could be a good bounce for New South Wales, but just cleaned up there for Nelson Grove. Gets it for Queensland.
Good run.
Chong, is that again? It is. That's his third or fourth very strong hit up. Purcell finds Chong again. Look at him go.
That's what you want from your bench. You want your bench coming on the field and making an impact, and he's certainly done that.
Evans lurking in the middle is Will Evans. Now Purcell. A third hit up of the set of 6 there for Chong, and Queensland on the last. 30 metres away from the New South Wales line. James goes to kick a field goal in the last minute of the half. Now the bounce will be interesting here. It goes dead. We'll have 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a big thing. I'd like to see him probably run it or put a kick, a bit higher kick. I'd also like to see Simpkin, who's had a really good game at 9. I'd like to see him get out. There's plenty of space there for him to get out and run in the second half.
Well, there was a point there on the 4th tackle. He had an opportunity to, with no markers, to do exactly that. Halftime siren sounds, a very impressive, high quality half of football. Queensland leading New South Wales by 12 points to 4. So a 12-4 lead. Queensland leading New South Wales. Very good start for Queensland. They've had plenty of possession. New South Wales defence has kept them in the contest. An 8-point lead for Queensland as we head to the break. Here we are at Suncorp Stadium, not all that far away from the second half here in the under-16s game between Queensland and New South Wales. Queensland leading the Blues at the break by 12 points to 4. Big 30 minutes of rugby league ahead. Peter Basoltis, Adrian Vowles and Amy Lindsell with you as New South Wales making their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. Interesting to find out from Amy what Brad Fittler had to say to the team at that halftime interval as Queensland making their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. A group of sponsors out over there, Vowsy, who are just experiencing an on-field look at Origin night.
I tell you what, Solly, if I had your money, I'd be one of those sponsors too, I reckon.
Oh, come on.
I'd say, Brad Fittler, I think he'd be disappointed with a few errors in that, but I don't think he'd be disappointed in his team's defence. They had to do a lot of defence on their own line, came down the other end and scored a try, and he knows the team has just got to hold on the ball to sustain pressure on Queensland, whereas Queensland coach Kurt Richard, he'd be very happy with that first half performance from his team. The kicking game was great, the kick chase was great, and the attack was great.
So Queensland with the 8-point lead. 30 minutes left in this under-16s interstate clash for 2017. Referee Dan Munro about to blow time on for the second half. future is certainly bright in rugby league when you have a think about the talent that we've seen in the 3 curtain races across the series. High quality under 20s game to kick things off before game 1. A thrilling under 18s game 3 weeks ago at ANZ Stadium. It's got the makings of another nail-biting under 16s game with that. Queensland with that 8-point margin as we are underway for the second half. New South Wales with first use of the football in this second half. Solid run there from Hollis. He's been impressive coming off the bench for New South Wales. Edwards, they go down the short side.
Release him, 11. Back here, 9. Look, 9. Go, 3.
Good run again there from Schuster. Solid run here from Purcell.
He's been busy tonight, Purcell, leading from the front, the captain.
Edwards, DeMayo, Weeks to DeMayo, I should say. Now, Trebojevic.
Give him room. Nothing late.
Edwards, DeMayo with the kick. Straight down the throat there of Garner. Good defence, good chase there from New South Wales.
Back here and
Not a bad set of 6 to start things off for the Blues.
Yeah,
in the
good
second
set
half.
of 6 for New South Wales. And I think I saw it on your Facebook, Salty. You were saying about Cohen Hess playing in the 16 game many years ago. And I was actually part of the coaching staff when he did. And, you know, he was a big human being then. I know Hastings and Mataudia were playing in the New South Wales side as well. It was quite a good age group and some good talent that came through.
This could be similar. There's some good young players out here for both sides.
But it shows that that pathway works, doesn't it?
Yes.
To see that Cohen Hess has come all the way through 16s, 18s, 20s, now into Origin.
That's within 4 years. There's the kick. It's been batted back there for Queensland. Still the last. Can't get the offload away. It'll be a changeover. Morgan trapped with the ball. An opportunity there for Queensland, diffused by New South Wales, and now they'll work it off their own 20. Hopewadi.
Some willing defence too from both sides. They're certainly not holding back. Good
There's
run.
a strong run. A great run from Bradman. Best. He's up over the 30, heads towards the 20. Good run. Queensland on the back foot. New South Wales looking to capitalise here. Schuster shows the ball to field, pops it straight to the Queensland player who's there in marker. And the Maroons are able to clean up.
Well, Bradman Best, I really love what he's displaying tonight as well. He's played some good footy, strong runner of the footy. And it was a nice run there. Probably the offload from Schuster. That was one he just needed to hold in and run. Nice run there from Tristan Powell. From the West Mitchie club, but he's a Gunda-Windy boy.
Gets a quick play of the ball, into New South Wales territory. James Dearden rather steps straight through. He goes. Nice ball to Pereira, and he just can't transfer it to get it back on the inside to Coulston, who's put it down. Only about 6 metres away from the line.
He holds that footy there and just takes the tackle. Then Queensland had plenty of numbers to attack to their right-hand side, and I think if he had that play again, he'd probably hold on to the footage to see the replay. A nice run from Dearden. I like what he's doing in attack. He's certainly taking the line on, and that's what you want from your halfback. You don't want him just to pass. You want him to take the line on, ask those questions of the defence, and he's doing that well.
Certainly is. Let's go sideline. Check in with Amy Lindsell. Take it away, Amy.
Thanks, guys. Well, Brad Fittler had a word to his Blues in the sheds just before halftime and said to push on the ball in the forwards and to really work on defence. And just on Bradman Best, he's a really talented player, and they were going to use him a little to interchange between Hopewadi for a bit of energy out the back there. And he plays a lot of fullback for the Knights, actually, in the Harold Mats. So he's strong as a centre, and he is strong as a fullback as well.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's a big, strong lad and causing plenty of trouble out wide.
Another one who can go from standing still to full pelt in the blink of an eye. Schuster. He's coming into his own, is Schuster. Put on his back there, but not before he made another 7 or 8 metres. 2 Manly back rowers, very impressive, but he's been one of the picks of the players on the field is Schuster. Tyler Field now.
Represent in relation to John Schuster, former All Black and Newcastle Knights player.
Penalty New South Wales. Much needed one for them.
Jamie Feeney there in the bottom in the yellow shirt of the New South Wales trainer.
They haven't found touch. Well, that's something that they didn't need, New South Wales. Queensland, they'll like it. Coming off their own line now through Evans. That didn't even go close to the line. Probably trying to bite off a little bit more than they could chew there without just getting it out, picking up an extra 20 metres or so. Went for 30 or 40 and missed time the kick.
And that's also their age group and the experience, isn't it? We just saw Queensland make the mistake earlier. We see another error there. Making that mistake, no need to hit him on the head there, but see the mistake Queensland made on the other side of the field, and then that time they're not finding touch from New South Wales, but they haven't been made to pay. Queensland's come up with the error.
Yeah, Bagan making the mistake. Lance Bagan from Carina. He's been strong, the number 8 for Queensland. That's a rare error for him. New South Wales now to feed the scrum. Good pressure though, good solid contact in the body there from Hollis, who has been impressive, the number 15 for New South Wales since coming on.
Yeah, he has been, and this is a big set for both New South Wales and Queensland. Let's see what New South Wales got in an attack.
Best threatened once again. Hopewadi. DeMayo. Finds Dow. Edwards. Trebojevic. Well handled yet again. Colston there making the tackle. Dow. Now they end up finding the 15, the big man again, Hollis. They're only 9 metres away. It is tackle 4. Good pass to Mayo. Trebojevic gets the offload. Hopewadi, can he get the ball out? He can't. Colston's knocked it backward and then dived on the ball. Probably should have passed straight away, but easy for us from our vantage point. Almost came off for him. Good work there from Ezra Colston.
Yeah, he did need to pass, didn't he? Straight away it was on. New South Wales had the overlap. That's a try gone begging for New South Wales right there.
You can say that there was 3 clear-cut chances in the first half that they squandered, New South Wales, and then that one there. So time where Jenkins dropped the ball with the line wide open. Here's a kick from inside the 40. Is it going to go get a run on it? Wayne at net lands in open spaces and has been, oh, it's a penalty taken without the ball. Schuster himself almost scored in the first half, so there's been a few opportunities now. They've squandered, New South Wales.
Yeah, there has been, and that was, you just saw, when I saw that kick go, I just thought, what's the bounce going to be here? And it was a bit of a favourable bounce for Queensland, but then they took the player out, and the referee Dan Munro got the call from either Isaac Freeman or Jordan Morrell, the touch judges.
New South Wales with some good field position here. It's a much needed field position for them. Field. DeMayo. Nice pass, Hollis. That's a great tackle on Hollis from Bagan. Picks up the bigger man. Schuster. Dummies inside, throws the outside to Hopewadi. He's wrapped up. Still a few tackles left in the set. Field. Takes him on himself. He's brought down. That'll be tackle 4. 8 metres away from the line. Weeks. DeMayo kicks, but well read there by Pereira. Little bobble there, but he kept maintained possession, did Pereira.
I've seen a lot lately, not just in this game, but just in general, how many people are slipping over in footy these days, and it's got to come down to your footwear that you're wearing, you know, and going back a bit, but you had 2 sets of boots, studs and moldies.
Yep.
Just need to make sure they're wearing the right sort of footwear so they aren't slipping over.
I know that we'll get down to Amy in just a moment as the kick here from James finds open spaces. His kicking game has been first class tonight, the 5'8" for Queensland. Fee Guy finds Hopewadi, well wrapped up there by James. It was one of the things I know that a number of the under-16s noticed yesterday when they attended the Queensland captain's run from a Queensland point of view, is that Cooper Cronk and Billy Slater for the captain's run came out with 3 pairs of boots, all with the different size studs or moulds, whichever one they had, all different, ready for the conditions.
Well, I'll tell you what, they'll probably get about 50 pair a year too, so that certainly
They don't have to pay for them.
certainly helps when you. But you know, like, and that's the difference. We're talking under 16s, and not, you know, boots that dear these days. You can't expect.
Oh, but just saying that level of professionalism from the guys.
But I've noticed in the NRL more so, Solly, how many players are slipping over, and I wouldn't expect anything less from those players. Like they are probably the most professional players in the game.
Let's go sideline, get a comment from Amy Linsell on our sideline eye this evening. Take it away, Amy.
Yeah, guys, well, the Blues will want to put a few more points on the board. It was unlucky for Hopewadi there on the right edge. He's actually a player that, you know, shows a lot of promise, and he was 18th man in last year's under-16 side, so he's been given his chance this year. Hopefully we might see a little bit of flair from him tonight.
He's threatened when he's got the ball. Good pick up, Amy. Garner, James, Dearden. Kicks. He wants Pereira to come out after this one. Once again, beautifully weighted in goal area. Pass from Hopewadi to Feagai, and it comes off, and then bang! Solid contact from Bagan.
Well, that was a great pass from Hopewadi. Queensland probably didn't have the chase they needed on their open side, but Hopewadi certainly showed a little bit of class, a little bit of skill that you just asked for. And New South Wales have got out of their own in goal.
Max Feagai doing very well too to keep himself alive. He was waiting for it weeks. Now it's with the centre in Shop. Purcell, nice pass there just before the line. Found Dow. Now the kick. One bounce taken by New, gives it to Garner. Good chase here from New South Wales. Garner trying to get on the outside of his man. He's been isolated. He's been ragdolled. Throws the ball backwards. He actually didn't end up going into touch. If he'd hung on to the ball, he would have been okay. But he panicked there. It was a bit like Gordon Tellis on Brenton Hodgson. It looked like he was going to be ragdolled across the touchline.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth, Solly. He just needed to hold on to it. He wasn't going over, and he obviously thought he was. That's a big error for Queensland, and more pressure now. The New South Wales are going to apply, and I think they'll fancy their chances.
17.5 minutes left as we look at the replay of what could end up being Vowsy a very big moment in the game.
Yeah, he's probably lucky he did go out, because KO Weeks could have nearly picked that up and gone himself anyway.
Hopewadi, nice pass, best. Good offload. The 16 is there for New South Wales in Croker. Another one of the Newcastle-based players. Edwards. Purcell just went in front of him. Now it's been picked up here by Hollis. He'll be hard to stop from there. The big man, the big eel from Parramatta. He's pushed back though. Good defence, Queensland. Edwards. Can New South Wales score? I'd say they will. Here they'd have. Getting over the line and scoring the try. I'm pretty sure it's Dow here. Blake Dow has got it. The big number 17. He's been good off the bench. Both Dow and Hollis impressive off the bench tonight for New South Wales, and now they're back within a converted try.
Well, it just came down to that error, and New South Wales have made Queensland play. Went over the sideline, asked a question on the right-hand side of the park. Nice run from Hollis. It looked like he was going to score himself, the big man. Wasn't quite slippery enough, the eel. But Dow certainly was, and the Illawarra player gets over for a much-needed try for New South Wales, and it's game on.
Certainly is. As they're looking to add the extras here, New South Wales. Shopper's the kicker. This certainly easier than his first attempt earlier on in the night. 12-8, and he's looking to make it 12-10. Good crowd in attendance too for the under-16s.
What an experience.
Makes no mistake, 2-point ball game. Let's go sideline, Amy Linsell.
Yeah, well, just on Blake Dowell, He has been likened to a David Gillespie or Travis Gilmeister style player. He's a really direct, hard runner, and he's hard to tackle. And the coaches did say to me through the week that, you know, he's going to have a really big impact when he comes off the bench, and we've just seen that right now.
He's been very strong defensively. At that time, getting a good try. So, 2-point ball game. Thrilling finish we're in for. We're halfway through the second half of this under-16s game.
We saw in that 18s game or 20s game earlier in the year, Salty, where Queensland had the running in the first half and then New South Wales came out in the second half and ran away with it. It's going to be interesting to see what the rest of this second half holds.
Jenkins, one of the try scorers for New South Wales, brought down there. There's a good set of 6 here for them. Shop going on a jinking run, changes the line that he was running as he reaches the halfway line. Purcell, strong run from him, finds 10 metres. He'll get up and play it. Kick here from Fields. Good pressure on him from Brooks. Taken there by Pereira. Looks a likely type, doesn't he?
Bit of a rat's tail there too, I'm thinking.
The throwback. You don't see too many of them these days.
I think I had one in about grade 8 when I had hair, but
Zach Brooks, 10 short halfway line.
I could still grow one now. I've got hair. I could grow hair on the back of my head. Wouldn't be a good look, but
Garner will play it. Just go ball gracefully. Here's Evans. Evans. Well, it's been called held and continued to drag. Shot lucky he's not penalised there. James Dearden running to the line, kicking across field for Pereira, who's coming out after this one. Good take by Feagai, taken in the air, penalty New South Wales. That has been one of the highlights of the game. These two wingers going head-to-head this time. Feagai doing very well once again at the back and earns his team a penalty after contact in the air from Pereira.
Well, he's confident, isn't he, Feagai? Just everything he does, it just smells of confidence, and geez, he's been great for his team tonight. Queensland are getting a lot of depth in attack, and then the kicking's been pinpoint as well.
So New South Wales with a penalty. That's a great shot there on Croker. Colston was the man. Ezra Colston.
You don't see many players wearing the old school tape around their head anymore, but it's a throwback tonight.
We've seen everything tonight. We've seen a scrum penalty. We've seen two centres combining. Tape around the head.
Is this retro year or what?
And all these guys were born in the 2000s, so...
We didn't see much of Shop in the first half, but he's certainly making his mark in the second half. He's been outstanding on this left-hand edge.
Kick downfield, well taken at the back by New. Let's go sideline, Amy.
Yeah, guys, Max Feagai, he's actually one of two twins in the under-16 sort of mix, and his brother Matt, he missed out actually on playing in this match, but I'm told they're very much like the Morris brothers, so similar that the coach has to put a hat on one of them so that he can tell them apart.
Well, I read a comment, Amy, from Brad Fittler that, yeah, it was just a choice and they had to pick one of them, and he said it was a hard call ringing Matt and letting him know that he wasn't in the side.
Ten into New South Wales territory. Dearden inside there for Kingy. Sloppy play the ball. Play on, says the referee. James, high kick. Pressure at the back. Good test there for Hopewadi. Good footwork by Hopewadi. Shrugging away now from some would-be tacklers. And finds his way almost to the 20 after taking it 2 metres off his own line. That's a terrific run from Hopewadi, and unlucky in the end not to get a penalty.
He's a strong runner like his dad was, and he's hard to stop, and he even more so when he gets a bit of a wind-up.
New South Wales getting on a bit of a roll. They're only 10 short of the halfway line here. There's the try scorer in Blake Dowell. Edwards, Fields, Weeks, Schuster, he'll look for an offload. He's got the arm free, finds it, Hopewadi, good tackle. The two fullbacks coming together. New on Hopewadi. Edwards, Schuster, Shop, back to Schuster. Now the casual flick pass to Hopewadi. Good tackle on him. Now he gets the offload. New South Wales keeping the ball alive. Schuster again. The low look pass to Shop. What a ball! Put this guy's name down in your black book. Josh Schuster from Manly. He has got quality written all over him. A great pass to Aaron Shop, who scores a great try for New South Wales.
Well, just in that passage of play, I think Schuster was involved about 3 times, and each time the skill on show was unbelievable. You watch this little ball out the back, a little flick pass there, then they come back out the other side, then it's a no-look pass that sets up this try. Look at that, skill. And then I think he nearly gets knocked out in the celebration. They all jumped up on each other and he got flattened.
That is a terrific try. And Vowsy, you've coached a lot of guys, especially at this age group. How rare is it to find someone as soon as they may think that their part that they played in the play is over, to stay alive? And he did it on 3 occasions in the one play.
Yeah, that's right. And as a coach, you want everyone to be alive every play. And he was outstanding. As I said, there's 3 times in that passage of play that he was involved, and each time there was just good skill on show. But he's big, he's strong, he's got good footwork, and his skill, yeah, he's got a great skill level as well.
2-point ball game.
This fella's been, as I said, mentioned earlier, he's been in everything as well this second half.
Shop moves in, right boot strikes it. This is a great kick. Fantastic from the sideline. 16 points to 12. New South Wales are in front. It's been all the Blues in the second half. Let's take your sideline. Amy Lindsell. Amy.
Yes, well, they've just edged in front, haven't they? So the Blues, really, they've got a roll on and they're looking quite strong. They've got great momentum now. And, you know, we spoke about Josh Schuster earlier. No surprises there that he's really put on a show. He's built like a middle forward, but footwork and speed like an outside back. He's fantastic for them. Oh, and what about that flick pass?
Oh, sensational. Absolutely sensational. Queensland need to try to force an error. They don't have to panic. There's 8 minutes left. Another try, though, for New South Wales will pretty much win the game for them, you'd think. Another thrilling under-16s contest. There's a strong run from Ed, who started off the game really well. Sam Hughes back out there for New South Wales and making an impact. This man's been very good as well, the skipper, and Jaron Purcell. 10 short of the halfway line, making some good yardage here, New South Wales. Terrific run, Weeks. That time knocked down. Knock on New South Wales. Schuster's arguing the case.
I think he might have a case as well.
Yeah, I thought it was knocked down by Queensland.
Yeah, I did as well.
Little let off here for the Maroons, trailing by 4. 16-12. 7 minutes remaining. Peter Basoldis, Adrian Vowles, Amy Lindsell with you as well. Dearden. Well, that's come off the 16, I think you'll find. It's in the hands of Field. Yeah, touched by New South Wales. Field thought he was away, but it certainly came off Harry Croker. And Queensland will get the scrum feed.
It looked like they looked a bit dangerous, that attacking play, and just a hand in there by New South Wales. But I just love seeing teams attack from scrums. If it's going to be retro year, let's have some more attack from the scrums.
Well, if from this scrum, given where it's packed, I want to see Ezra Colston give the ball to Will Evans. 2 centres combining again.
Or a chip and chase.
Or a chip and chase.
Bill Blake.
Oh, the ball comes out the back. It's with Colston. It flew out the back, didn't it? Colston now into New South Wales territory. Queensland trailing by 4.
As long as we don't have a kicking duel.
Brooks. You look back fondly on the kicking duels when you realise, hang on, what a waste of time.
What a waste of time.
Kicking will play it. Dearden. James, nice pass. Evans now. New gives it to Garner. Garner still going. Garner only 11 metres away from the line. Big opportunity here for Queensland. It's with the big 16 there for the Maroons in Chong. He's been strong off the bench. Simpkin, last tackle. They go out the back. James now should be scoring, and they do. Eventually, Colston gives the ball to Pereira, and Queensland have hit back, and we're all locked up with 5 minutes left on the clock. It's Queensland and New South Wales, 16 all.
Well, they had numbers and they used it perfectly. I think New South Wales thought they may be going to kick, but they just used their numbers, had the overlap. You watch their hands here. Everyone knows their role that they got to play, and they played it really well. Straighten it up. Just good hands. Nice try, Pereira, for his second.
Powell, Colston, Pereira. Fantastic. Good work from the halves. One of the things that impressed me with the 4 halves we've seen out here tonight, Bowsy, we're talking about under 16s, got to remember, but not one of them has tried to overplay their hand. They know their role in the team. Not saying they're overcoached robots or anything like that. Very good footballers, but Weeks and DeMayo for New South Wales, and we just saw there James and Dearden for Queensland.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. As I said, all 4 of them. They know when they run, they know when to pass, and they're doing it perfectly tonight. And when the ball needs to go wide, it's getting wide. It's getting to the players that need to get the ball early, and that's what you want. You don't always want to. You want to give early ball to your back rows or your centres to let them have a good attack.
Well, it's a tough conversion here for Ezra Colston, but if you remember, he's had 2 shots from this exact same position. They were in the first half, and he nailed both of them. 3 minutes 20 left on the clock. Mark Riddell in the background. Good view of this one. Moves in. Here comes the kick. And it's just short. Just short. 3 minutes left. 16 all. Let's take your sideline. Amy.
Yes, well, Queensland needed to start completing some of their sets, and that they did. And number 2, second try for the night, so that's fantastic. I've just noticed Will Evans actually on the sidelines getting a little check-up from the team doctors on his left hip, so we'll see what happens there. I'll bring you any developments.
That came from a shot as he passed the ball before. Good kickoff here, New South Wales, right in the in-goal area. And it's with the number 12, Tristan Powell. He had a hand in the last try. 2.5 minutes remaining here at Suncorp Stadium. A thrilling finish to the under-16s Origin match, the interstate clash. Queensland with the football through that man again. Kingy. He's been good. Or Chong on that occasion. Chong and Kingy, they've been very good off the bench for Queensland into New South Wales territory now. Dearden dummies, looks to go straight through. He's brought down 35 metres away. Will they take a shot here? They do. The kick, is it going to reach? No, it's just the side. Is it now? Is it going to go dead? Hopewadi's got to do some work to get out. Are they going to trap Hopewadi? He do. He's over the 10. He's away, Hopewadi. Albert Hopewadi gives it to Best. He'll take some stopping. This will be an amazing try. Bradman Best. Raise your bat, Bradman. He has scored a great try here. That will seal it for New South Wales right on full time. Albert Hopewadi started it. Bradman Best has finished it. Wow. What about that for a play?
Well, the field goal nearly went over from Queensland, and they thought it was going to go dead, but as a rugby league ball does, it'll bounce anywhere. You watch this. Wasn't far off for the field goal attempt. Queensland just didn't have the chase that they needed. And Hopewadi, cool as a cucumber, backs himself. Not only does he get out, he beats about 4 defenders. Then it's a nice little outside pass to Bradman Best. Too much pace. What a try, New South Wales.
What a way to win a football game. There's only 50 seconds left. There's no time off. Shop will take his time here. Wow. What about that? From New South Wales. They won the 20s game comfortably in the end, New South Wales. stole the under-18s game, and now they've come and stolen the under-16s game when it looked like it was going to end in a draw. Deflating for Queensland, but well done to New South Wales. Shop adds the extras. 10 seconds remaining. We won't have time for a kickoff, I wouldn't have thought. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2 seconds. They get the kickoff. Short kickoff. Can Queensland regather? No, they can't. Game over. New South Wales win. They win a thriller here at Suncorp Stadium. 22 points to 16. New South Wales have won the under-16 Origin. 22 points to 16. Adrian Vowles, what a game of rugby league. What just happened in the last 2 minutes? I saw it, but I don't believe it.
Well, he's gone from what could have been a match-winning field goal to New South Wales picking up the ball on their own try line, behind their try line, and running 100 metres to score a try. That's a magnificent effort from New South Wales. They've stolen it, as you said.
Wow. That's one of the best finishes you'll see to a game of football. Albert Hopewadi and Bradman Best combining. Well, we said 100 metres. You've got to show about 108 metres, isn't it?
108. 109 if we're going to... Let's add more.
Now, the field goal wouldn't have missed by too much.
Just missed, and then, if anything, if they'd had their time again, they'd have wished the ball went dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great effort. Both coaches would be very proud of their players. And disappointing way to lose for Queensland, but, you know, that's about not ever giving up, isn't it? New South Wales certainly didn't.
No, they didn't give up. New South Wales, that's for sure. Outstanding. Let's go down to Amy. Take it away.
Hey guys, I'm just waiting for Captain Will Evans. We've just been trying to locate him. He was in the sheds. I've got him over here on the ground, so if you just bear with me a moment.
You're right, Amy. Heading over to Will Evans from New South Wales.
Will, sorry to interrupt you in such a emotional moment, but you know, talk us through that match. It was a really tough match, and we saw New South Wales come out firing in the second half.
We knew they would be coming back hard, so our plan was at half-time to aim up and especially start how we started our first half, and we started out really strong. But I'm really proud of the boys. Like, we put in so much, so and not the result we wanted, but hopefully we can just get back up, so it's all good there.
And have you enjoyed the experience in camp and obviously being up here playing at Suncorp Stadium, where so many aspiring rugby league players would love to play?
This whole week's just been incredible. Like, no one can believe this. Like, again, just playing on Suncorp's incredible, and being all the coaching staff that we've had, this team we've had has been incredible, and I just can't thank anyone enough. But just it's been great. Yeah.
And for yourself, I mean, I know it wasn't the ending you were after, but to get a try as well for yourself.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of much. I just wanted to go out and do my job and lead the boys well, and I'm just proud of them. Yeah.
Hopefully you take a lot out of the experience. It was a great effort out there.
Proud, yeah.
All right, thanks, Will.
Yeah, good on you, Amy. It's always tough interviewing someone from the losing team, and well done to Will Evans for joining us. He'd be absolutely shattered. We might get a quick chat with one of the New South Wales players if we can, because they're all absolutely fantastic. Some quality out there. Josh Schuster. If it was our job picking him out of the match, I know who I'd go with.
Yeah, he's certainly been great for New South Wales tonight. But yeah, great win for New South Wales.
Yeah, certainly was. Well, that is pretty much all we have time for here tonight at the stadium. Terrific to be able to bring this under-16s game to you. Amy, well done. Great job from you tonight.
Thanks, guys. I'm just watching all of the Blues players celebrating. Josh, can we grab you just for a moment? Congratulations on a fantastic match.
Thank you. It was the best game of my life. I had my first time experience playing Suncorp. Best boys I ever played with in my life, and it's the best experience I ever witnessed in my life.
You must be pretty happy with your own effort. That last try over there, that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was always fantastic set up try, but it's all on the boys, so it's all credit to them.
Well, enjoy the celebrating. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Yeah, good on you, Josh. Outstanding performance from him, and well done, Amy. Great work tonight. Thank you very much for the job that you've done with us this evening.
Thanks, guys. Pleasure being here.
Thanks,
Amy. Vowlesy, thank you very much. It's been fun once again.
Yeah, Soldy, love doing these games, and there's some future NRL players of the making there.
There certainly is, folks. Hope you enjoyed that one. Well done, New South Wales, winning tonight's under-16s game, 22 points to 16. Enjoy Origin 3. Thank you very much for your company. Look forward to your company again sometime soon. Well done, the Blues.